Facebookers and everybody. Today, me and Shelly are going to be showing everyone how to prevent the body slam. That's right, and how to prevent from being body slammed. And it's quite simple.
Here. Dang it. Sorry.
All right. This is a very simple technique. Yeah. Anyway. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you guys how to prevent from being body slammed or picked up from behind. Now, if you in a situation, first of all, where someone grabs you like this, first of all, you don't want to let them get their hands up under yours. Come on, Shelly. First of all, you don't want somebody to let get their hands up under yours for a hook, because it's easier for them to pick you up. Try to keep your hands up under there. Try to keep your arms under theirs, because it's harder to lift them if their arms are up under you. But second of all, this is the kicker here. Literally, if somebody tries to pick you up, Shelly, put your leg around that like I showed you earlier, like this. That's all you have to do is hook their leg from behind. Hook their leg from behind, and they cannot lift you up. It's impossible. The same goes with the back. Hook the leg back. If you hook from behind, like this, lift your leg up. You lift your leg up from behind like that. It prevents them from lifting you because you have a hook in. You can also do it with both legs, but that's the simplest form, keeping yourself from being hooked. So, I mean, from being body slammed. I'm sorry. And I wanted to show you guys something else. Okay, now let's say you're having trouble taking somebody down from a body slam. So the key is putting your arms in like here, squatting your legs. But first you want to try to bend them in like this and lift them up. And no, you're not lifting them up off the ground. You're just pressing in on their lower back, lift them up a little bit, and then just take them straight down like this. You want to grab them like this, pull in on their back, and press in with your chest. Lift them up a little bit and go straight down for the takedown. Simplest takedown in the world. So it works and it's very effective. But you guys keep practicing and you'll get it. So I was teaching Shelly earlier today about a countable block, how a lot of people hold their blocks, especially traditional martial artists, how they like to bring their blocks up way up high. In all actuality, in real life, the block, your forearm shouldn't go up past your head, because I'm not going to be swinging over your head to try to hit you. And it makes a big difference if the bone right here and your forearm is hitting inside of mine. Eventually, that's going to get sore right there, as opposed to her having her arm way up here trying to block, or even trying to block from right here. Now, you can even use the wrist bone to block. Because if you use the wrist bone, it's going to be chopping into that muscle right there, if you're good enough. So you can do like that. Stance. Remember, bring your arm out. Bring your arm out a little bit. Position your body, but your feet, your stance has got to be right. Come this way. Right. So you can do it that way, but I prefer you to stand. Depending on the movement, Come on, bring his leg up. Bring it on the movement. Yeah. Bring it up like this. Yeah. Yeah. Sure that's nice solid. Don't want to have it too far out from here. Because I go like this. Yeah. Remember how to block down? Yeah. It's just that simple. It's just almost it's similar to a windshield wiper. Similar to a windshield wiper. Now, a lot of people, when people kick or something like that, they like to, me myself, I like to use an open hand block so I can move past the kick, okay? So if I'm going to be throwing a kick like this, I'm not going to be hammer fisting because I may hurt my forearm. I may break my forearm. I've seen a fight like that with Kung Lee and Frank Shamrock. Frank Shamrock was blocking just like this, and Kung Lee kicked him right here and broke his forearm. Yeah, broke it. So that's why I always not hard, but just kind of tap and move in. If you're good, you can deflect the kicks. If you're good, but if you're blocking like this the whole time, you're gonna lose your balance. You're also giving them a chance to break their forearm. Now, it's a big difference if you're doing punches and you're blocking them like this, but how many times are you going to take the abuse in your forearms? How many times are you going to do that? So, the key is use your parries. Use your parry. Smack, smack, move out of the way. Smack, smack, move out of the way. Smack, smack, kick, move out of the way. Smack, smack, move out of the way. You don't have to stand there and take the abuse all day long, letting them punch you in your forearms. It doesn't work like that. So if somebody's going to be throwing punches like that, I'm going to move out of the way, block a couple of them, then I'm going to make my attack. 1, 2, make my attack. After 1, 2, 3, make my attack. But I'm never going to just stand there and be in a corner like this. If they're throwing punches like this, it's time for me to get out of there. It's time for me to go up under them. Since they're all like this, go up under them. How about that? If they're out like this, throwing punches at you or something, move out of the way. Grab them to the side. That's why you have to have multiple talents. You have to be able to grapple. You have to be able to strike. You have to be able to kick. You have to be able to do a little bit of everything. Boxing, wrestling, kicking, striking, yada, 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 yada. Ground fighting. Even if you're not a jiu-jitsu expert, know something about the ground movement that's going to help. You can't just stand there while somebody's sitting there punching you or something like that. So just keep your hands. I keep mine like this. I like the parry move. Bruce Lee liked the parry move. Parry, bow. Parry, bow. See what I'm saying? Head movement. Move out of the way a little bit. Keep going this way. And you know what? That 1-2 strike knocks people out every time. It knocks people out. Or bam. Move over to the side. That's another thing I want to discuss. When you're blocking with your legs, your knee doesn't go right in front of you. It actually goes out to block the kick. It actually goes out. That way, let's say if you want to block, you can come back in like that. Throw a front kick. Block, front kick. Somebody's coming in. Block, front kick. Block, front kick. Or block, front kick. You know what I'm saying? Or you can pretend like you're doing a round kick and actually make it a front kick. Either way. And remember, guys, you want to keep those uppercuts going straight down the center line. Practice it in both legs. Practice both legs. Then you want to practice your blocks in all directions, guys. All different types of blocks. Because you may not know when you need all these blocks. And you may not know when one of your arms may be hurt and you're not able to use it no more. You might get cut. Somebody may hit you in the left side or something, or your right side. So you need to practice in both arms. Good kick. A good kick for you is starting with your leg on the outside, your foot going towards the outside of your opponent. So if I'm standing right in front of you, your foot would be like this for the round kick. Twist your waist, bam, go all the way through with it. All the way through. And see, you want that thrust kick or that back kick to go in the same movement as your hips. You want it to swing back and forth. You don't want it to go out of the motion of your hip. A thrust kick or side kick is not actually a side kick. It's really more of a back kick. Then you can do a spinning back kick. It's almost the same. It just depends on what martial arts you practice. Let me show you guys a couple of jabs. So when I do my jabs, when I do my workouts at night, when I'm working out, I practice all my jabs. I do my push jab. What I'll do is I'll have 50, 60% of my weight on my front leg when I'm doing my push jab. And you want to make sure that you breathe. Now you want to do a cutting type of jab. Jab cross. And, if you ever find yourself in trouble and you need to back somebody off of you, just go back to the basics. Back to the basics. And I practice these about 1,000 times a day. Each one of my punches, I practice them 1,000 times a day. That's why they're so accurate and fast and powerful. And you want to have your fist balled up. Well, depends on the Chinese. They like to go from the bottom finger up and roll them in, or you can just roll them in like that. Either way, but they need to be all the way in, tucked in. The wrists need to be straight, and I never hyperextend my elbows all the way out. I bring them out about like that. The thing is that you need to distance. You need to focus and see how far your distance is from your target. See what I mean? And a true martial artist, the real expert, they can come within a half an inch or to an inch of a person without hitting them every time. See? Yeah. So, anyway, guys, you guys have a great time. And remember, check out Charles Walker Martial Arts on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's called practice, sparring. I don't have a lot of room in here. And that's another myth that I see on here a lot. A lot of these martial arts centers, they teach that kicking someone in the nuts is the amazing answer to putting someone down. And it's not the answer, believe me. You know how many people get kicked in their groin and keep going in a moment when their adrenaline is pumping and they feel no pain. They feel no pain. So you have to do something in order to surprise them to where, everybody goes for the nut shots. People are expecting that. So you need to do something that's going to, you can't see, you can't walk, you can't walk, you can't see, you can't breathe, you can't fight. Those are the rules. You can't walk, you can't see, and you can't breathe. You can't fight. Those are the rules. So, practice your punches. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you practice your coordination and your timing. And you know what I like to do that I don't ever tell anybody? I like to kind of like rake my fist down so to kind of cut the skin a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll punch kind of downward. Feel me? And it cuts the skin. Rip them right open. Just little tricks that you can learn to be a proficient and good striker. Something simple that may save your life. So again, I'm going to do this one last time. And notice that my chin is down. You don't want to have your chin out like this. Notice that. Good way to practice that is to have a tennis ball right there to hold on to. Keep your chin down. And notice I'm not throwing any shoulder into it either. You don't want the punch to be telegraphed. All right, shiny grasshoppers. Some of it, yeah. Bruce Lee done his more. Bruce Lee is he likes to parry and throw his strikes. He likes to knock the hands down and block and then throw a strike, like I'll show you. Bruce Lee does. He'll do this. So, yeah, Bruce Lee's more of a he'll knock the hand down and then he'll strike. reading the comment. Hey Megan, how you doing? Well, if they know how to box better, then you need to try something different. You need to try to grab them and take them down to the ground. You need to try kicks. You need to try something in order to take them off of their game. Otherwise, if they can outbox you, unless you get a lucky punch or something, then or they're not feeling well and you're feeling it that day, I mean, that's how fighting goes. You know? So you guys have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and each other. So YouTubers, I'm glad that you had a great tutorial, and you guys can make some more videos off of those, and keep on hating, and I'll keep on moving up.